the last work day of the year, which is so fabulous. I just started laundry in the washer, and a big goal for today is going to be to dry and fold and put it away. I don't know about you guys, but laundry takes me like 2 to 3 business days for the whole thing, like washer to dryer, dryer to my bed, and my bed to my closet. And I do mean my bed because I do the put it on my bed, because if it's on my bed, I'll fold it before I go to sleep at night, and then when I want to go to sleep, I just put it on the floor. I do that tango a couple times. So we're gonna attempt an all-in-one today. Hopefully it works. So we're gonna work. It's leg day. We gotta be normal activities. I have friends that are in town, so I'm going to see them tonight. And wrapping presents, holy fazoli wrapping presents. And if it doesn't get done today, it'll be tomorrow because I have tomorrow off, but I'm getting so freaking good at this. I was thinking about it while I was doing my hair. Christmas presents really do need to be today because tomorrow's Christmas Eve and I'm spending the night at my parents' house tomorrow. We used to do all the kids, like me and my sisters and significant others, spent the night at my parents' house, and then you wake up there and Christmas morning is with them. But then my sister started having babies, and I get this. She was like, I want the kids to wake up in their own house on Christmas. For the first like 2 years that my nephew was on this earth, they still say to my parents because he's not gonna remember. But now that him and my niece are a little older and they like get what's going on, they are gonna stay at their house for the morning. So people just don't really stay anymore, but I'm still going to. So it's just easier. So tomorrow I'm gonna stay at my parents' house. So it might make things less complicated if I just do presents today. I can clean tomorrow morning and then go to my parents' house for Christmas Eve, because it'll be Christmas morning at their house, and then going to visit family in Murray, Kentucky, which is about 2.5 hours from Louisville. And then going from Murray to Nashville. And I'll be visiting family in Nashville until Saturday. So I would really love if the house was clean. So when I come back, I don't have to do anything. It would just be clean. Wouldn't that be nice? So I think that should really be the plan. Zids are the worst. Oh, and I finally put on, I think I put on Instagram and TikTok, that my app is on sale, which I told you guys first. So 30% off an annual subscription, and that sale ends New Year's Eve at 11:59 or whatever. Or I guess, I don't know, midnight 2025. So there's that. And then the at-home program is up and available as well. And I'm really excited for the new programming that I have in January, which I told you guys will have a 4-day split and a 5-day split. So there's a little something for everybody. And then of course I'll keep the beginner series on there because I am very passionate about the gym being not just accessible to everyone, but not intimidating to everyone. I think everyone deserves space in the gym regardless of your activity level, and you should feel confident that you have a program and a plan and you know what you're doing. And maybe you don't know what you're doing, but faking it till you make it, because I got your back. So I think at the moment my thought process will be to release new programs like winter, spring, summer, fall, and then there will always be weekly workouts. But like if you want a set program, I would just release them then. Otherwise, some of these girls be writing programs all year long, which is fine if you have the time. But also, I'm a firm believer that it's really hard to see progress if you are changing your workouts all the time. So like in this bulk, I have had the same 2 leg days for 3 months. I've been doing the exact same lifts and I just progress on all of them every week. And I know it's not as, I don't know, maybe as appealing as those workouts that change all the time, but the basics work, I'm telling you. I should have bought a pencil sharpener from the Sephora sale. Wait, I'm an idiot. I can just go to Walmart and get a pencil sharpener. Doesn't have to be at Sephora. There you go. That's marketing. That's how they get you. They're like, you need a makeup pencil sharpener. When it's just a regular pencil sharpener, just probably a little more pretty. We're not gonna fall for that. Don't get me wrong, I love shopping, let's be honest. But I want 2025 to be the year that I am like a finance baddie. And I don't mean like I just saw a TikTok and this girl said that, oh, I didn't even put on mascara. This girl said she's doing a no spend year, which fabulous. I love that for her. I don't do well with extremes, like all or nothings. I have to know that I can spend a little money or I will spend all of the money. Like, if you tell me I can't spend any money, then for like a month, I won't spend a dime, and then one day I'll drop like $800. So that doesn't help anybody. So anyways, I want to be like a finance baddie. Like I have investments, but I want to do, they're very general investments, like in just the S&P 500. So I would love to do like some more specific stuff and like go, I don't know, maybe it'd be a little riskier. I don't know. So invest in like some more individualized stock. I have a really good savings, but I don't know how to say, like, I want to diversify it. Right now it's like a chunk of money, which is great. But I want to know, like, I'm saving X amount for another house. Or this bathroom remodel, that one's gonna be pricey. I finally feel like my personal training isn't just like a hobby / side hustle. I feel like it's an actual business. So I need to get some things in order for that. And I want it to be like legit. It is legit, but I want to be even more. I need to think about some other goals I have for 2025 and like, maybe I'll make like a vision board or something. I've never really been super good with goals in the way of like setting them and then achieving them, because if I want something, I just go do it. Like, I don't know, I feel like I wanted to play in college, so I set that goal and I did do that, but I don't know, if I focus on it, I just get it done really quick. Like when I was like, I think I'm gonna buy a house, I saved up, I lived with my parents at the time, so remember that. But I saved up for like, I don't know, 6 months and just hoarded all my cash and then was able to buy a house. Granted, that was in 2022 and the market was very different. But I want to be better at like, this is my plan and these are the steps I'm going to take to get there. Because usually I'm like, this is what I want to do, I'm just going to go do it. I want to be better about that. I got hash browns from Trader Joe's when I went the other night. I warmed them up in, this isn't an air fryer, I don't know. It's what I use as my toaster, my air fryer, everything. This guy. So I got them all crispy in the little air fryer guy, and then they are my base for this little breakfast plate. Oh my god, I cannot speak today. And then I quickly made some eggs. Now to make this more high in protein, you could mix your eggs with cottage cheese. I could have done that, probably should have done that, but I'm in a time crunch, so I decided not to. I didn't know this was gonna be what I was having for breakfast. If I had like thought about it, like yesterday, I could have got maybe some avocado, some onions, some peppers, like really zhuzh it up. But for doing this on the fly and just what's in my fridge, there are hash browns in the bottom of this, cooked some eggs. There was ground turkey left over in the fridge. There was about 3.5 ounces. And then I put some cheese and some hot sauce on top. This is our little breakfast bowl. So after putting it in the First Form app, which is what I use to track my food, and with my collagen coffee, breakfast is a little over 700 calories with 68 grams of protein, which is great. I generally try to aim for 60 to 70 grams of protein a meal because I'm trying to hit 190 grams. So if I am somewhere in that range, then I can hit that without protein shakes or things like that. So, which I do try my best to get my protein from Whole Foods before I start grabbing for protein shakes. All right, let's go to work. Okay, done with work at the gym. I already finished my pre-workout, so I've just been sitting here. So we should probably get a move on. Here we go. So I'm definitely, I wouldn't say more comfortable at my CrossFit gym, but I've been there longer. And my relationships with those people are a little bit deeper. And I feel more like that's my place at my CrossFit gym. Here, I feel welcome, but I still feel new. And sometimes I just feel like I'm like invading somebody else's environment, I guess, because the CrossFit gym feels more like my environment. In the summer, I used to see the same lady all the time, and so nice. And so finally I was like, look, I see you all the time. I'm Courtney. She's jacked, right? She's a mom. She's a bodybuilder. It's awesome. And so one day I was just like, I'm Courtney, blah, blah. And so every time I see her, I say hi. Well, she started training here as a trainer. She was just like here to be a gym member, but she started training here. And so I don't see her a ton because like the hours I come and the hours she trains are way different. But so I just saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, hi. And she was like, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. She was like, I love just like following your videos. She was like, how's your bulk? Do you think you're gonna go into a cut? She was like asking me all these questions, like genuinely cared about what I got going on. And she was like, I'm just so proud of you. Like, you've gotten so strong, all these things. Let me know if you need anything. If I don't see you, happy holidays. Like, it was just so sweet. And just to feel like when people like remember specific things about you, whether that is from social media or not, I was just like, oh. She was like, do you think you're gonna go into a cut? I was like, I don't know. I really like being in this bulk. If anything, I might like go into maintenance right after, but I'm having so much fun. And she was like, oh, I get it. Like, bulking is, if you find the joy in it, it's so fun. Like, if you think of bulking as like, oh, I just have to eat all this food and my clothes aren't fitting, and you look at the negatives, it can be super negative. But if you're like, I'm enjoying all this food, I'm using it to the best of my body's ability, so I am getting stronger, I'm doing all these things, it can be really fun. So she was just so sweet. It was, I love like feeling seen, you know? I do not do well when I don't have a schedule. Like, the fact that I had just a really long time to be at the gym today, I took it and I just like farted around and took my time and whatever, which partly is a good thing, like taking rest between sets, but then also like I've been here forever. But between sets is actually usually when I like respond to DMs or comments or, you know, whatever. And I was looking at my emails, and people email me all the time. Like, people that just see my email in my bio email me all the time. It's happens more than I thought it would, because really I put my email in there for brands. But this girl had emailed me asking about my at-home program because she works out at home, and so she was trying to figure out if it was better for her to just go ahead and buy the at-home program, which is technically separate from the app. It's on the app, but that at-home guide is not included in the subscription. So she was like, would it be better for me to just buy it now and do it, or do you think you'll incorporate at-home workouts as part of the subscription? Which is a great question, and I have very much been wrestling with that. Here's the thing, is I don't want to do too much. Like, obviously I want my app to be helpful for a wide variety of people, but if I don't know, a part of me feels like if I'm like, my app has recipes and nutrition advice and ab workouts and warm-ups and cardio and dumbbell only and at home and at the gym and strength and a booty program and an upper body program, and you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's just too much, and I should go with the less is more approach, or not less is more, but just stick with a couple things. I think what I'm afraid of, if it's like, if you're trying to help everybody, you don't help anybody. You know? I don't know if any of that makes sense. I'm just talking, well, I'm talking to you all, but really I'm talking to myself. I wish I had like a business coach that, like, I know a lot of business coaches and they're great, but I wish I knew one that was like fitness specific, like a business coach for the fitness space and not just like a business coach for like funnels and ads. Does that make sense? If you know anyone, send me their way, you know? Okay, one of my best friends, actually my best friend and her husband, who I guess is also one of my best friends, who went to the volleyball game yesterday, and we were in the nosebleeds. She has a side business as a baker. She makes cookies and cakes, and oh, it's all so good. She usually makes my birthday cake every year. One year I did have cupcakes, but she makes Christmas cookies for everyone. That's like her little thing. And she was like, I have your Christmas desserts. And she goes to a CrossFit gym down the street from this gym. Like, not even down the street, but like, I don't know, 100 yards away from this gym. So I'm gonna meet her over there to get those Christmas cookies, then head home, wrap, and then trivia at 6:30 with those friends that are in town. So this is my friend's gym. Okay, you see this strip mall? And there's a one road in between. There is another road just like that, just like a 2-lane road on the other side of this strip mall. That's where the gym I was just in is. So literally just on the other side of this building. We got 2 cakes. There's a bunch of different like cookies, brownies, things in here. And then she did these M&Ms. That is her husband's face on these M&Ms, who is, I mean, also our friend. So that's so funny. We've got goodies. Let's go home. So I met my friends for trivia who are here from out of town, and there are a couple different places in Louisville that have trivia throughout the week. The most popular time is Thursdays, but the one we went to obviously had trivia on Mondays, and I've been to places that have trivia on Tuesdays. But either way, obviously we went to a place that had trivia on Mondays, and I think we got 7th. Like, not good. But honestly, actually, I think we were tied for 7th. So that's almost like 6th. But after trivia, we were just like talking, and then we were like, well, we really just like talking. Like, trivia is fun, but the main reason was that the friends are out of town and that we get to hang out because they're not here often. And so we were just talking, and then one of the bartenders was like, hey, last call, whatever, which was fine. But we were like, it's not that we wanted to leave, it was just that we liked talking. So we looked up another bar in town that was open, which ironically, first of all, there's a lot of bars in town that are open, but the one we went to is actually owned by a friend who goes to CrossFit. So we went to this bar, and I texted our friend and I was like, hey, are you here? Because he's the owner. He was like, no, what's up? And I was like, oh, I just wanted to say hi or whatever. But then we stayed at that bar from 12 until midnight, just talking and catching up and all the things. And then I was like, I have a dog at home. I need to go. Love you guys. And so then we skedaddled home. But there's Nolly girl laying on the floor. Blends in with the floor. Anyways, back home. I'm gonna drink my magnesium. I'm gonna go to bed. And then tomorrow, I get to sleep in. I don't even have to wake up. It's just a sleep-in kind of day. And we talked about this. I did get the laundry done, but I didn't get the presents done. So I will have to wrap presents tomorrow. One being that they should just be wrapped, but 2, I need to make sure that I'm taking the presents to my parents' house for the people, like my sisters, my niece, my nephew, all the things. And then morning at my parents' house, and then going to Murray for other family in Murray, and then heading down to Nashville for family in Nashville. So it's just all gotta be wrapped tomorrow. Maybe the gym will be in there, maybe it won't. And if it's not a big deal. Missing the gym one day when it's like your norm, not a big deal. It's okay. I love you guys. Smell you later.